This influx inspired a transformation of its existing civic structure. The topmost floor is designated for the executive wing, while a high-ceilinged main lobby is positioned in one of the voids. Portions of the building are also carved out for accessible rooftop gardens. Historically, tattoos were earned patterns that guide users to the main door, a constant reminder of the bravery and strength of our indigenous warriors. We imagine a city hall that is instead transparent, open, and welcoming, more fitting to the Filipino values. A city hall that encourages trust between the government and its people. Thank you.
City Hall will be actually reconstructed. I think it will be a great model for other city halls moving forward.
Renewed belief in what architecture can do.
Her team won the student competition back then, and I was able to witness. So what's the difference now, before and now experience? That's my first question. And second is, we have a lot of, I'm sure that we have a lot of educators here. How would you advise them in your experience, since this is a really international level, right? How can we challenge the design teachers to really impact how our students are being taught in that certain level, and how we are able to present designs? And because I know we have very good designers here.
More of like that deeper appreciation towards like just everyone there who's like presenting their ideas, sharing their stories. If anything, it's also something that I learned back in 2013, and I still say the same now, is that a big part of our job, or our role as being architects, is being a communicator. Aside from being visual communicators, we also really communicate our design to people, and in the practice it's clients out, but also it's to everyone out there. In WAF, it's the jurors and the audience. Every day there's communication involved in our work, and in WAF I realized that some of the most memorable projects or the best projects don't necessarily have the most fancy architectural features, but they're the projects who was really able to communicate, tell their story from the heart, but really was able to root in context, was really able to tackle the issues.
A good day to everyone. Sige siya serious ako kay medyo dapat. So good evening everyone. Thank you so much to UAP, Cebu, and Sugbu, and to our sponsors. The best assets of our country are the people, the smiles, and our rich culture, which deserves more spotlight and appreciation. Their vision is to highlight more of its culture and heritage, like their church and the river cruise, and at the same time, create a national symbol for the town, the architecture. Then, we made a vessel-shaped structure and reflective pool around it to resemble the river. For the textures, we followed the material typology of the Bahay na Bato. We then added beams to mimic Bahay Kubo and contrast the verticality of the columns. Lastly, we pushed all the beams outside to represent scaffoldings that add structural integrity to the building. Thus, we were able to create an architecture that looks back to the past, yet embraces contemporary ideas and aspires for a stronger future. So we carve an underground access from the main drop-off that leads to the grand lobby. Tangible representation of the people's collective memories of their place, culture, and history. Daghang salamat.
As teachers, we see a lot of potential from the students. Problem is they are hesitant to join. So what can you tell them, especially the UAPs are here now, what can you tell them about competitions, what to gain, why they need to join?
Since then, I've thought of like joining WAF. So I think it's nice because other than joining the competition, because competition are like exercise that you get to do outside of your work or practice. Because diba, what are the odds that you'll be able to like design whatever building type you want? So for example, for competition, they let you design a theater,
iba in your life as an architect, when will you be able to design a theater, diba? So at least in that way, you're able to like do something that's not usual in your practice, and you get to learn, because every project is a learning experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed architects, our sponsors and honored guests, so as we close this remarkable evening, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who made time to come to this event. Let the world see the creativity and ingenuity that Cebu has to offer. Once again, thank you, and let us look forward to the many collaborations, innovation, and excellence in architecture. Good night.
And ultimately recognize and push Filipino architecture forward